think my favorite quality about Dr. Scott is that he has a warmth to him that makes it easy to sit down and ask questions and feel comfortable with the questions that you have for him. I know when I was originally looking for a doctor, I kind of questioned whether I would be okay with a male OBGYN, but really once I worked with Dr. Scott and I got to know him, I felt like I was sitting there talking with someone that was a friend or someone that I knew, and he answered questions. He always feels like, or he has always made me feel like he has all the time in the world to sit down and assure me of any worries or concerns that I've had over my pregnancies. So one of the things that I think is really special about Dr. Scott as an OBGYN is that with all of my 3 girls, when they were born, he really listened to me and the requests that I had for things, just little things that I thought would make my delivery even more special, like wanting to be able to see the baby prior to them taking the baby away and cleaning her up. And I also had made a request to Dr. Scott if I could have like a specific playlist playing in the operating room with my C-sections, and he thought that was great. He was so nice and accommodating for things like that. So when I went into labor with my daughter Emma, my original plan was to have her naturally, but as my labor and delivery went on, circumstances and things changed, and I ended up having to have a C-section. And with Dr. Scott as my doctor, he really helped guide me through the process and made it not as scary for a first-time mom. He stayed on probably, I think it was like 8 or so hours after his shift had ended, just to make sure that I didn't have a change in doctor halfway through my delivery, and that really meant a lot to me. My recovery from my C-sections was amazing. So I actually have had 3 C-sections. Dr. Scott has done all 3 of them, and that is one of the most amazing things that I feel like is part of my experience with Dr. Scott, is that I feel like the incision and everything has healed so nicely. I was up and moving around within a day and a half of having each of my daughters, much more mobile, and I feel like physically recovered than a lot of friends that I've had that have had C-sections. So a great experience. So I have made it a point to recommend Dr. Scott really to anyone that will listen. I feel like he is a special type of person that has both the medical background that makes him amazing, as well as the warm personality that really is what I was looking for when I selected a doctor. I'm Megan Gillikin, and I am a very happy patient of Dr. Scott.